AITAH for eating a hamburger in the break room in front of a vegan. Okay, so I want to preface that most of the time I get along with this person, let's call Carla, but I'm not going to let someone tell me what to eat and where. Well, I work second shift, and I was craving a hamburger for a while, few days. There's a fast food burger place close to work, so on my lunch break I went and picked up a tall burger. It was nice and hot and my mouth watered walking back to the break room. Then I seen Carla. She's a vegan, and even though she tells everyone she's a vegan, she's never really been pushy. Worked together a few years. We exchanged pleasantries. She noticed the bag in my hand and said something to the effect of, "Yeah, can you not eat that in here? The smell makes me nauseous and I can smell it already." I said, "Well, this is the only break room and I'm hungry, so." She suggested I eat it outside. We live in a cold, snowy state. I just started eating and ignoring her, so she left. Well, evidently she went and complained to some people because someone in my department brought it up later. She said I was mean to do that and I should compromise. Thing is, I'm a pretty empathetic person. If someone has an allergy or something, I try to accommodate. But being a vegan is a choice, and it's not like I went out of my way just to annoy her. I honestly didn't even know she was in there till I got back, but I'm not going to eat out in the cold just to please someone. I still kinda feel bad for making someone feel sick, like maybe I could have just saved it for after work. Not the asshole. You're allowed to eat what you want to eat, and she doesn't get to call dibs on the break room. If she was so bothered, she should have left. Not the asshole. If the smell of food in a place that is designated as an eating area bothers her, she should be the one to leave, not you. Not the asshole. I'm all for being respectful and considerate to other people when it's possible, but in this case there was no other reasonable alternative for you to take. Asking you to eat outside in the middle of winter is not a reasonable request. Not the asshole. The break room is for workers to eat. If she has an issue, she could have left, but why should you be the one to go outside? Not the asshole. Eat your food. You didn't microwave seafood and stink up the whole place, so you're fine. Let her go outside if normal food makes her nauseous. Not the asshole. What compromise? She wants you to leave and eat it outside. I don't see compromise, I see entitlement. It will be a compromise if she said, "Can you give me 5 minutes, I am almost done eating," or, "How long do you think it will take you to finish your lunch? Would 15 minutes be enough?" Not the asshole. The break room is for eating your meal on a break. If she actually gets nauseous smelling meat, then she needs to go to HR and get herself a different area to eat in, if it is an actual disability and not just "I don't like it." Not the asshole. It's a break room. That's what the break room is for. Not the asshole. You said someone brought it up to you later and suggested that you compromise. What compromise did they have in mind? Were there other options besides eat in the break room and eat out in the cold? Not the asshole. You're right, her being a vegan is her choice and she could have easily just left. No one's obligated to go out of their way. In your case, how she expected you to eat outside in the cold, geez, just for her. Again, she easily could have just left instead of demanding you to leave. While I understand it is completely rude to bring in smelly foods such as fish and whatnot, she's not the gatekeeper to what people are allowed to eat because she's vegan. I too am empathetic to other people's needs, but this is beyond ridiculous. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. There was no other place you could reasonably go to accommodate her unreasonable request. She has no right to say what people can and cannot eat in the break room. Not the asshole. I'm vegan and have had a couple people ask if it was okay to eat meat in front of me. I always ask, "Are you going to make me eat it?" 'Cause really, that's the only way it would really bother me. People need to get over themselves. Sure, I don't like the smell and concept, but that's my problem, not theirs. Not the asshole. She seriously told you to eat outside? What does she think you are, a dog? Eat in the break room all you want, dude. Not the asshole. She's unreasonable to expect you to go outside in snow to eat your lunch on your work break. NTA, I have an ed, so I don't choose my views on food, and sometimes the smell of certain food makes me nauseous and weirdly a bit claustrophobic. If you're in a designated eating area, she should leave. It's that simple. Not the asshole. I hate the smell of peanut butter, sibling with an allergy, so the smell always triggers a something bad will happen feeling, and guess in public spaces I ignore the uncomfortable feeling when others eat it. In fact, one roommate loves it and eats it in the house and I say exactly nothing. My problem isn't your issue to fix. Not the asshole. I see nothing wrong with what you did. You were simply enjoying your food, and the fact that she had asked you to go outside to enjoy your meal sounds ridiculously entitled to me. No, you're not an asshole. Not the asshole. Just because she doesn't like it doesn't mean that she can control who eats what in her presence. The break room is big enough for more than one person, so you could have been at different tables and be just fine. If her vegan food smelled bad to you, would you have expected her to eat in the snow? Probably not. You didn't make her sick, so don't worry about it. My coworker is vegetarian by choice. Her and I go for Vietnamese food, shawarmas, subs or Mexican food together for lunch sometimes. She gets a vegetarian option. I always make sure my suggested food places have vegetarian options and I eat my non-vegetarian meal in front of her. She is 100% fine with it. Just because you are vegetarian, doesn't mean you can dictate others' diets. Unless you have an allergy to an item, or the item is insanely offensive, please don't eat durian in the office. You shouldn't expect others to accommodate. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. People are too sensitive these days. Your point is right and I woulda did the same. Not the asshole. I'm a vegetarian and sometimes a smell of a certain meat will put me off. However, some people will start eating a random meat dish next to me and say something along the lines of, "Oh dear, look at me eating my meat next to you." Apologetically, as in I shouldn't have done that. I always tell people they should eat whatever makes them happy. My husband recently started eating meat again. I don't want to, but I don't mind cooking for him. Why can't people just respect each other's decisions? I'm not going to judge anyone for eating meat next to me. Same as I don't like to be questioned for not eating it. Not the asshole. If Carla doesn't like what you are feeding yourself, she needs to step outside. It's the height of self-entitlement to make others leave because you disapprove of what they eat. How would she feel if she was having a meal and someone said, "Can you take that outside because of the sight of quinoa makes me nauseated?" Sounds crazy, right? That's exactly what she's done to you. Enjoy your burger. Not the asshole. She was the one with the issue, she's the one that should have to eat outside if it really bothers her that much. Like you said, it wasn't an allergy or anything with a real medical justification, just her own personal choice. Veganism is a choice, not a disability or an allergy. People need not make special arrangements for someone's emotionally driven food restrictions. People are allowed to eat in the break room. If she cannot handle someone eating something she doesn't agree with, then she needs to be the one to remove herself. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You have every right to eat in the break room like everyone else. Not the asshole. This is why people find vegans insufferable. Why is her whining being prioritized here? I can't believe anyone there would back her on this. Tell her she can go outside if she doesn't want to smell your reasonable lunch. If anyone told me I couldn't eat a burger at work, I'd tell him to go scratch. Thing is, I'm a pretty empathetic person. If someone has an allergy or something, I try to accommodate, but being a vegan is a choice and it's not like I went out of my way just to annoy her. Thank you for making that distinction. Certain types of food allergens can aerosolize, which cause a medical emergency for the wrong person, and breathing an allergen can actually kill them. Severe allergies are a disability. Vegan is a lifestyle choice. Carla was acting entitled. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. She said you were mean to not compromise. The only viable compromise was she leave the break room. I hate mushrooms. If someone brings in a giant gross-ass mushroom and starts eating it in front of me and I can't take it, I'm leaving. 'Cause I'm the one with a problem. Not the asshole. I fucking despise preachy vegans. Not the asshole. As a vegan myself, your life, your choice. I would never have the audacity to act like that. If you're sensitive to meat smells, you'd never be able to go anywhere. Not the asshole. I'm vegan, and as much as I get where she's coming from, seriously, after not eating meat for a few years, the smell can really be something else at times. What she did wasn't okay, nor did it help the case in any way. It's frustrating to see people eat dead animals, especially if you educate yourself on how exactly the industry works, because when you know and you see animal products, all you can think about is what that animal went through, and it's emotionally taxing and you feel powerless because there's nothing you can do about it. But the "it makes me wanna puke" approach is just rude and counterproductive. And you had nowhere else to go. Absolutely not the asshole. It's stuff like this that makes a lot of vegans seem insufferable. Would your coworker leave the room if the tables were turned? The smell coming off your salad is making me super queasy. Can't you eat it elsewhere? Yeah. No. Not the asshole. You're allowed to eat in the break room. It is ridiculous to ask you to eat outside in the cold. Not the asshole. Break rooms are meant to be used for eating lunches. If she has a problem, she needs to eat somewhere else. Not the asshole. I've been a vegetarian more years of my life than not, and I would never expect anyone to eat outside because I smelled their food. This is my lifestyle choice and no one else should have to do anything to accommodate me. I am not keen on fish smells, but I would leave before I made any comment on this. So you should eat a cold hamburger, and go without a part of your lunch, or sit out in the cold because she feels nauseous at the smell of a hamburger. Maybe she's the one that should have gone outside for some fresh air. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. She could take her break outside if she thinks it's nice enough for someone to go outside. I'm a vegetarian and the audacity of her actions shocks me. Not the asshole. Why is, literally, every vegan so entitled and unreasonably pushy? She's a vegan and even though she tells everyone she's a vegan, she's never really been pushy. Guess what? You've now discovered a circumstance where she is pushy. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your co-worker doesn't get to declare the break room a meat-free zone. Not the asshole. I am vegan, can confirm that Carla was being precious. If it was a shared workspace, like your desk that is right next to hers, fair enough, but it's a break room. It's for eating food in. If she wants not to smell gross things, she can leave. I have a colleague who fries up a piece of salmon for her lunch every other day. It smells _gross to me, I hate it. I quietly leave the break room because she has every right to eat her lunch in peace. After she's done, I turn the fan on and open a window until the smell is gone so I can eat my lunch. No drama. You should have compromised by allowing her to eat out in the cold. She is a vegan, not a vegan. A vegan has made a dietary choice, a vegan has adopted a religion. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Ask them what compromise they wanted you to make. Not eat. Let your food get cold. Eat outside in the snow. Not the asshole. Ask her to point out the company policy that backs her up. Oh, there isn't one. Not the asshole. I'm vegan and you'd be surprised how many people I work with microwave fish and fragrant food. I don't complain because I'm not fucking eating it. It's their body and their choice of what to put in it. You could literally take a bite out of raw meat in front of me and I won't bat an eye face with rolling eyes. Not the asshole. If you were microwaving fish that would be different, but it's a damn hamburger. Yeah, can you not eat that in here? The smell makes me nauseous and I can smell it already. Psycho alert. This is 100% bullshit and an attempt to exercise control over you. You need to start allying yourself with other co-workers so Her Royal Highness doesn't hurt your career prospects or social relationships through her casual sociopathy. She said I was mean to do that and I should compromise. Yeah, no, not the asshole. She's a vampire. I've been vegetarian for almost 30 years, and this is ridiculous. People like her give vegetarians and vegans a bad name. Absolutely not the asshole.